Sword of Vengeance. It sounds like a cool title, doesn't it? But let me tell you, this movie is the cinema equivalent of a bimbo. What do I mean by that? It's very, very pretty to look at, but contains nothing inside. So this is a historical fiction, I guess you'd call it, rather than a kind of a straight fantasy movie. But I guess you can pretty much class it as a sort of sword and sorcery minus a sorcery type movie. And it basically takes place in Britain around, I think 1088 AD or something around that sort of period of time. And it basically follows this kind of nomadic warrior, and he's got the cheesy name like Shadow Walker or something along the lines of that. And he kind of teams up with this kind of group of rebels that are being persecuted by this kind of the local lord and basically his kind of like family, and they're all soldiers and all of that. And this Shadow Walker guy, you know, he's got his own agenda basically, and his own sort of reasons why he's doing what he's doing, but they kind of it somewhat lines up with these kind of rebels and stuff. It really is the plot here is paper thin. It's the barest of plots and story at all here, unfortunately. And the other thing is, there's really not a lot of character development here. They're just action cliches. The main guy himself, I mean, the name for a start, come on. And he's just this typical kind of lone wolf type, you know, very handsome, you know, badass looking guy. This movie looks like it came out of the mind of what a 15-year-old think would make a cool movie. It really, really does. Because the stylistic choices here all do look very cool on one side. The actual cinematography, the costumes, just the kind of the location shooting, the kind of the misty sort of battlegrounds that they're fighting on, even the kind of the choice of color palette basically is all kind of like sort of muted tones, and it looks very good. And it's very sort of stylized action with the kind of slow-mo and stuff like that, and the action sequences are quite good. But when it comes down to it, it's just there's nothing under the surface, unfortunately, and it's such a sort of shallow film. I believe the people behind this made Hammer of the Gods, which is kind of a similar sort of style film, to be honest with you. And although I think they're sort of visually have improved, and it kind of, as I say, it looks like a great film, it just, you know, it needs more behind that, unfortunately. And you know, if you are kind of, maybe a younger person just wanting a kind of a brainless action film with a kind of a historical twist in it, then you kind of may get something from this movie. However, if you're watching a lot of movies like I do, and you kind of, you kind of switch off, unfortunately, if there's just not a lot of story here. And this is the problem with this movie, is it really isn't just, there's just nothing there. It's just, unfortunately, it's a really waste of an opportunity, because like I said, this does have some stuff going for it, and it is really a visual treat, but nothing under the surface. So I'm just going to give this a 5 out of 10. Unfortunately, a bit of a missed opportunity. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.